Hall of Fame. David Aldridge. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now here's Green. 4 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. And it's Smith missing. Here's White. Outside Holiday. And stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Whitmore heading to the hoop. And that one, good.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
On the free throw, no good. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the three. Celtics on offense. Outside Tatum. Lets the three fly. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Green taking his time here. Drops in the layup for 2.
But once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Here's Tatum. Takes it inside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Screen by Smith. The drive by Green. Rocket 6. They get the rebound. Here's Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the basket is good.
Well, Derek White showing you I can put it on the deck and finish off a pretty drive. Nicely done, Derek.
Here's Whitmore. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Took him no time at all on that one. Tatum's got 6.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Şengün with the bucket.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy. Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alfie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Smith outside. Now Thompson. Still scoreless. Yep, that one goes in there.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Tatum on the wing. Over Thompson. Misses off the right eye.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Outside Tatum. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Şengün with a wide-open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. How about the force on that finish by Smith?
Tatum drives in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Pass to Brown. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Off the dribble drive slash Derek White. Boy, I'll tell you what, taking no prisoners on that finish.
Outside, Green. Smith right side. Şengün with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boston ball.
The Celtics with the lead. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Rockets with the rebound. Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it would probably be the three-point shot.
Thompson with it, picked up by Brown. Here's Whitmore. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
An occasional over the back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Thompson outside. Screen by Smith. Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Celtics ball.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the board.
Boston leading by 6. And here is Tatum. 8 points for him. Over Eason. Tatum's shot is off. And so here is Houston. And here's Brooks from outside. Al Horford with the rebound. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Tatum's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Eason. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Looking to end his cold spell. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Van Vliet outside. Eason, the screen. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. No good on the triple. Van Vliet outside. Brooks outside. Off target with his 3. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's Porzingis, and that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Boston on top. They're up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. Not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And that one is good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot. An excellent shot blocker and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And so Thompson nails both of them. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. 90 seconds now into the second half. Good D by Thompson. Down low. Here's Eason. Adams down low. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Holiday's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Van Vliet, here we go. And Adams with the slam.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams could be a force in the pick and roll. There are not many defenders who want to get in his way when he's the roll man.
Here's White, and he lays it straight in. White's got 9.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Celtics ball. Checking in for the Celtics. Al Horford.
Celtics leading by 4.
Peyton Pritchard.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Basket, good.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And the turnover again by Houston.
Celtics ball. Here for your Rockets, number 28, Alfred Sengun.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Pritchard. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Over Eason. To the right side. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Both teams will make substitution. Here's Brooks. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Rebound Boston.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And finished off by Horford.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Eason. Some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Van Vliet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
There's so many things to love about Fred Van Vliet's journey and his game, but perhaps the best attribute, his intelligence, his ability to outthink the defense.
Here's Cornette. Pass to Davison. Here's Pritchard. And the rejection by Smith. And Vliet on the wing. And Vliet on the wing. Rebounded by Hauser.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Kornet. He's covered by Eason. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Kornet. To the inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a face.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. The Celtics have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. .11 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Green. And there's the drive. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Rockets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead.
The Celtics, 37.
3-10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Celtics leading by 4.
I got yours.
Here's Pritchard.
Big coming.
Out to the wing. This one for 3. Brooks grabs the board. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Şengün. They kick it out to Green. It's up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Green's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Group in for the Celtics. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now, let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Drew Holiday.
Screen by Porzingis. Cloak loose. Pass to Holiday. Here's White. He doesn't hit that one. Smith with the defensive effort. Outside, Green. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Pass to Green. Rebounded by Tatum. Boston trailing. The screen from Brown. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Al Porzingis following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Now here's Green. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Nailed from three-point land. Whitmore's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Drew Holiday, 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside, Green. Thompson, left side. Green with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in. Lays it up off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 1.
No fear in the eyes of Green. Willing and ready to take the big shot for his team.
To the middle. And it's Whitmore missing. So it's Boston now. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Screen by Adams. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. .146 left in the fourth quarter. Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Here's Adams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
It's stolen by Green. And they're moving it up. Here's Thompson. Sweet move. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. And it's a 3-point Houston lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Now here is Holiday. Tatum's shot is off.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Thompson. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. To the paint. There's Tatum. Adams, some nice D. Hot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Back to Whitmore. Houston moving the ball around. Adams down low. That shot off. Nice D from Porzingis.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
And here's Tatum for 3. They get it back. A second chance effort. That shot off the mark. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away